welcome to my channel. My name is Kira and I am new here on YouTube. This is actually my very first video. But if you haven't noticed by what's going on the screen right now, I am trying to get a little more into makeup than I already am. And by being a little more into, I mean starting this channel. But I'm ready to see where this journey is going to take us. What I have for you today is a festive New Year's Eve glam look. We got a nice glitter cut crease going on. So yeah, if you're interested to see how to recreate this look, keep watching. Alright guys, so for this look I went ahead and already did my primer, my foundation, and my concealer, and a little bit of cream contour in my brows because this video is mainly about the eye look and I didn't want it to be super duper long. So first we're going to go into the eyes, and we're using a couple different palettes today for this look. First we're going to use the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and we're going to go ahead and use the color Georgia as our base shade. So I'm just going to go in with a really fluffy eye brush and just tap into that and start laying down my base color. So for our first transition color, I'm just going to dip a little bit into the shade Candied Peach as well as the shade Just Peachy. And just kind of get those together on the same brush as I put on my base color with. I'm just going to kind of direct that into the crease. And we're going to want to keep our crease higher than our real crease, just because this is going to be a cut crease look.
Oh my gosh, how many times can I say crease in one sentence?
Now that we have this nice, beautiful, soft pink base, we can start going in with some more vibrant colors, which I love. And it's just in time for New Year's. I love vibrant, bold glam looks for holidays, so this is really fun. And the vibrant pink that I'm going to use, this is actually the only shade out of this palette that I'm going to use, and it is Juliet. My sister actually got this for me, and I am loving it so far. So we're just going to go into Juliet with a small dome brush. And I'm just going to tap that in and start building it into where I started my crease. I am absolutely loving the pigment that we have here, and I think it all really blended out super beautifully. And I'm going to go into where my actual crease is, and I'm going to start packing in those vibrant blues and purples. I'm going to go ahead and do that with a tiny little dome brush. This guy's super soft and pretty dense too, so you can really get into the crease and concentrate on where you want that color. The shades that we are using today are actually in our Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and it is just these two right here. I believe the blue is Twerk, and I can't remember what the name of the purple one is, but I will definitely put it in the description down below. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of Twerk and that purple shade together and start really building up in my crease. I'm just going to go in with a blending brush and just go ahead and mend those two colors together. Alright, so now that we have everything really beautifully blended out again, I'm going to go in and create that cut crease with my Maybelline Master Conceal. And I'm just going to take a little flat brush and just pick up a little bit of that product. I like to just put a little bit in the center and kind of find out where the transfer is going to be. Alright, so up here, where this top line is where you're going to make the very top of your cut crease, and then you can kind of wing it out to where you'd like, but that's just going to make sure that you don't get any transfer or powder movement throughout the day. Alright guys, so what that concealer on our eyes has done, on top of creating our cut crease, is also kind of primed the lid so that it can take more shadow. So we're going to take a different flat brush and go into White Peach back in our Too Faced palette. And we are just going to pat that on top of where our concealer is right now. Okay, so I'm really digging how that opened up our eyes. I'm loving how these shadows are complementing the blue in my eyes. So loving this look so far. We're just going to keep going. And I think before I move down to the lower lash line, I want to add a little line of glitter right on that crease. So one of my favorite drugstore products that I've just recently discovered is this Revlon Photoready Eye Art. And it is a double-ended stick with a metallic liquid shadow and a glitter. What I love about this is, one, it's 2-in-1, 2, wears really well. I've never had any problem with glitter transfer, and 3, I think it makes a really excellent Stila dupe. I mean, I've been using this a lot lately and I think it's just as good. It's worked out for me really well, so that's what we're going to be using to create a glitter cut crease for New Year's. We're just going to go right in on this line with our glitter, and it's going to define it and give us a little shine. Alright, so that pretty much finishes up our cut crease. So I think next we're going to go in and accent this with a nice black winged eyeliner. And I think we're just going to keep it real, keep it basic with our e.l.f. little felt tip liner. And I love this. I can literally get a nice wing in about 2 swipes. Alright, yeah, I just love a good winged liner with a cut crease. I think it really accents the shape very well. So to finish off the eye, I'm just going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. Just Peachy and the Candied Peach from the Sweet Peach palette. The shade Juliet from my Berries palette by BYS Cosmetics. And just a tiny little bit of Twerk, which is that blue color from our Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette. Alright, and then for Twerk, I'm going to go in with a little liner brush so I can get real close to that waterline. But I don't actually want to go on the waterline because we're going to add an extra little pop of color in there. And the last shade we're going to use on the eyes is actually also in our Jaclyn Hill palette, and it is the shade Pool Party, and it's a really pretty, almost sea green. Oh my god, look at how vibrant it is. It's so beautiful. Alright, so we're just going to take a little bit of that right onto our lash line. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see this. There's definitely a little extra hit in blue in there. I think I am going to go ahead and spray this little tiny packing brush with my setting spray just to see if we can't get a little bit more pigment out of there. Alright, so I did say this was a galaxy look, and I have a lot of these really tiny brushes, so I just kind of frayed the hairs out on this one so that we can kind of get a speckling effect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lightest concealer that I have. It is CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in the shade Fair. And we're just going to take our little tiny brush with the frayed hairs, dip that onto the tip of the brush. We don't want to get too much product in here because we just want really small detail. Barely touching the eye, we're going to take this right above our glitter cut crease and just speckle, and that's going to give us the effect of little stars in the galaxy, and I think it's going to turn out really cool, so let's try this. Alright, so I think our eyes turned out really nice. I'm going to go ahead and try and give you guys an up close real quick. And next we're going to go in and highlight our inner corner and our brow bone before doing mascara and lashes. I'm going to use the same highlight I do for that every single day, and that is the one and only shimmer shade that is in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm just going to dip into that with one of my fluffy dome brushes. As you can see, there's not much left. I told you I use it every single day. I am not lying to you. It is one of my holy grails. And to me, this highlight is so perfect for your inner brow bone and the inner corner of your eye, just because it's not too glimmery. I love to have my cheekbones glowing, don't get me wrong, but for the brow bone and the inner corner, I just prefer something a little more subtle. So this is just the perfect amount of shimmer and light for me. And for mascara today, I'm going to go in with my waterproof Buxom mascara from Sephora. And I'm going to hit the lower lash line with that as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and do lashes off camera, and I will be right back. So next we're going to go ahead and finish up the face. I'm just going to go back into my Anastasia contour kit with my tapered flat brush. So I love this because I can really get a sharp line for my contour, and I like to use cool shades for my contour to really create that depth. So we're going to go into this middle shade and this cool darker brown. I like to use a lot of mattifying products, which you can see right here, there's not a lot of shine on my face. So in order to put a little bit of that dewiness back, I always like to use a cream blush. And this is my cream blush palette by e.l.f., which is one of my favorite drugstore brands. I think I'm going to go in with these two shades right here.
Oh, there we are, hey!
And just right above my contour into the apple of my cheek, just start blending that in really softly. We are looking good. I really love how this look turned out, but of course, no look is complete without a good highlighter. We want to be absolutely blinding. And so this is actually something I found at Target the other day. It is the ProFusion Mixed Metals Matte and Metallic Eyeshadow Palette in Rose Gold. And there's this really pretty shimmer shade, and it's called Celestial. So I actually used that as my highlighter the other day, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So I think that's what we're going to do again today. I'm just going to go in with a big fluffy dome brush. Look how beautiful that is. We're just going to start buffing away.
Absolutely blinding. I love highlighters.
And last but not least, we need a bold lip color to finish off this Galaxy Eye that I am so in love with. I know I've said that a million times already, but I really am loving it. And so this is a brand that I've never tried before. It's called LA Girl. It is a matte lipstick in the shade Stunner, and it says Flat Finish Pigment Gloss. So let's just go to town.
Oh, it's super pigmented.
Alright guys, so that completes this look. Just to hold it all in place, we're going to go in with a setting spray. This is my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. So refreshing. And yeah, that is it, guys. Alright guys, so I hope you liked my first ever YouTube video. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and by pressing that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel also if you liked this video, because there will be many more videos are going to start coming out pretty regularly. I'm thinking it's going to be every Sunday right now, and then maybe a couple more randomly throughout the week. But yeah, tons of fun stuff like tutorials, reviews, anything that you guys want to see or learn how to do, just go ahead and let me know and we'll make it happen. And yeah guys, if you're still here, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. YouTube's something I've kind of wanted to do for a long time, but I guess always been scared of. So this is it. This is when it's all starting. We all gotta start somewhere, right? Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye! I don't know what to see. Ugh. I don't know why I'm so nervous. There's no one here. Just a camera. I don't know. Alright, well, it's 2 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Peace out, guys.